Alright folks, I have really been thinking a lot about how to make these videos better, and I think for this one, I really want to try operating at peak performance. And I'll just very briefly explain why. I've thought a lot about things like flow state, and I'm reading some books, and in the last video I was talking about Bob Ross and Fred Rogers, who are these relaxing, warm guys who have been through life, and they're old guys trying to share their wisdom. But I am a young guy, and who else am I reading right now? David Goggins and Kobe Bryant, a different breed from Fred Rogers and Bob Ross, but still great at what they do. And who are they but warriors who really push themselves to the limit to master their crafts at whatever they were doing. Not that Bob Ross didn't, but it's a different kind of exertion that these athletes did. Now, I'm not an athlete by any means. I am an artist. But when I read Goggins and Bryant, it's like, how can I apply that to myself right now? Well, one of the themes, and I also got this from reading Ray Dalio, who's like a billionaire investor. One of the themes that they talked about is like really pursuing challenge and pushing yourself past your preconceived limits. I am the type of person who has not ever really been good at stepping outside of my comfort zone, or even kind of reaching outside of it, or even trying. And what I want to do is really push my concentration in this particular video so that the way I sketch and draw has a high level of concentration. And I've been wanting to up the level of my banter game and my commentary and talking, but I think, the drawing comes first. So we're going to do that right now. That's going to be our approach. So this is going to be a special video where I'm really going to be operating at peak performance. I know the result, the way that the drawing looks might not be any better than what the previous ones were, but I just want to up my level of concentration. So with that, I'm going to get in there and start drawing. And, commentating as I usually do. So for this one, I'm going to make sure I show the onion skin so that we know where we're going to put our character. And this is a recovery frame, so it's pretty much just an in-between. Now, normally, I would put the head just right in the middle here. But let's think about it. So he's there, and as he starts to pull back, is he going to pull back quickly and then almost be in position already, or would he pull back more slowly? Now, I'm going to do it myself and with my body. This is how an animator would do it. So if I would to... You guys can't see me right now on the camera, but I would put my hands out here and then ease back into it. Hands out here and then lean back. So I think actually I would quickly lean back if I were Killua. So my head would be right about here. I do see a Twitch chat. I am running the Twitch stream right now. So hello, Ola Maruda. Let me finish recording this video and then I'll get back to you. But yeah, I've made it so that while I'm recording these videos, I do run the Twitch stream. But I ignore the Twitch chat for a little while. Sorry, Twitch, in order to record this. So there's my head moving back into position. And what's going to be happening with the arms here? So the torso is going to be already almost in position too. The torso is very much leaning forward here, so we're going to make it so that the torso is like coming back, and then the pelvis is going to be coming back here, drawing it as a box/bean, and then the looking at where the femurs and the humerus attach. We can bring this humerus up, this arm, and then I think that because this arm is here, this elbow is back, elbow would be right here, and I think is actually his hand would kind of be coming down. But then again, if he's already almost in position, it might be already back here already. So elbow here, maybe lower. Hand coming this way. And his hand was facing up, so I think his palm might be out slightly and his thumb this way. Yeah, I think that's how it would be. And then for this other arm, we would have it this way. Elbow up. Starting to get into a relaxed position here. I notice the way I'm drawing these is a very standard skeleton, which sometimes I omit. And I think, you know, I don't want to fancy myself some kind of Kim Jong-gi and be able to do it without a sketch. I should not be really omitting this process until it becomes so smooth that my brain can do it automatically without thinking. But I don't want to force myself into doing it because I know that my brain cannot. I want to work within my known limitations. So this knee is coming up here, foot moving back here. And then this foot was forward. So what we're going to do is we're going to start pulling it back almost to the position where it's going to end up. And the knee is going to come back. Now, this knee is planted, sort of. What happened? Why is it... Oh, was my whole thing rotated? Wow. That's why it looked weird. My whole thing was rotated. Ah, okay. So that knee was planted and it's coming up. Yeah, it's coming up. So yeah, he would have pushed off with this knee. So it would still be kind of pointing down, sort of. This definitely looks like, you know, there has to be a sort of imbalance when you're in a movement frame, an in-between frame like this. And this definitely feels imbalanced, as if he's moving back. Like, the only way to resolve this movement would be for him to start leaning back a little bit. Either falling forward or leaning back. But since he's pushing from the forward, he's moving this way, he would be leaning back into it. Now, I think this frame is already ready for me to get into the line art here. So let's not, you know, I think previously I would try to really make sure that the sketch is solid. But I think at this point, I'm used to the character model again. So I can just go in there with the line art to save time. So I'm going to go to my technical pen. Whoops. See, we're not rushing, but I do feel that my concentration level is higher right now. We're going to go to my technical pen, stay in layer 1, and start drawing. Move the flipbook over here. Oh, I'm getting a phone call, guys, so I gotta go. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.